everyone, I'm Jody Dude. Today you're going to be doing something a little bit different to my usual Diablo Immortal streams. Going to be playing some World of Warcraft. So the pre-patch for Dragonflight, the new expansion, is now live. And with that comes a new race class combo, the Dracthyr Evoker. So going to play through the starter zone for the Evoker tonight, and then check out some of the pre-patch event as well. So the Dracthyr Evoker can be Alliance or Horde, and obviously you've got the two different body types, and within the customizations you've got a whole heap of stuff that you can change. So there's quite a range of options here. So you've got a few different body types, ranging from fairly thin to fairly large. Then you've got a whole range of different colors to choose from. And this is just the primary color of your dragon. Then you have a secondary color as well, so you can go from none up to strong. And then you get to choose that secondary color also. So you can come up with a whole bunch of different color schemes and things with that. Then you've got body patterns, which there's a few different options here, which puts patterns all down you. Next one is body markings, so I'll just turn the patterns off so you can see these a bit better. So there's again a few different options for markings. Then you can also change the color of those markings, and you can add spikes to your shoulders and to your legs as well. Then coming up to the head, you've got a whole bunch of different types of horns. And a whole bunch of different colors of horns as well. Then you've got a few different types of jewelry that you can put on the horns. Got different colors for the jewelry, and got a crest down the back here as well. A few different options for that too. Got a couple of different sort of base face options, and you've got a whole bunch of different snout options to change the shape of the face and the nose. And different patterns for the face as well. Different face markings. And you can change the eye color as well, which is a pretty big one. Definitely changes the look of it a lot. And then you've got a few different eye styles. So the slit, and the cross in the middle, and the full glow. For the ears, you've got a bunch of different options here as well, ranging from no ears to nub ears, they call it, and natural ears, fin ears, horn ears, a whole bunch of stuff. Put spikes on your cheekbone, which looks pretty cool. And different crest or fin options for the throat as well. Then you've also got different options for your armor that you can choose, and got that for all the different sort of areas. And you can always go with none as well to keep it looking all scaly and dragony. So I'm just doing some some random ones here just to kind of show what the different options are. So lots of different options for many different ways to customize your Dracthyr. And onto the tail. So you've got a few different options. So you've got a bear tail, a short tail, flail on the end, fin, heart, club, diamond, and spade. And you've got options for the ridge of the tail as well. And so just to flick through a few random appearances, the whole bunch of different options. Many combinations that you can make with all those options that we just went through. And once you've finally decided on how your Dracthyr form will look, then you can have a look at your visage form. So same kind of range of customization options here. So you've got a few different skin colors you can choose from, a few different face options, got a bunch of different hairstyles that you can choose. And of course lots of options with the hair color, and you've actually got two color tones you can choose here. So you can see that bit there is staying brown at the moment. If we go say blue with this and then we go hair highlights, we can change that highlight color as well. You've got some hair decorations you can put in as well. Then you've got a few different mustache options and beard options as well. And of course you've got your horn options, so you can go with no horns in your visage, or you can go with the same set as what your Dracthyr form has, or something completely different. And same as we have on the Dracthyr form, we have different colors for the horns, different jewelry for the horns, and then we have scale patterns on your face and body, and the color of those as well. Then jewelry, we've got a headdress option, got a eyesight in left, right, or both, or neither. And you've got your color option, doesn't show it very well on neither. Got your eye color option, so you can again make it the same as your Dracthyr form or go with something completely different. Got different options for the ears, and different ear jewelry, earrings, a couple of different nose options, and jewelry color options as well. And you've got your body type as well, so there's a chest strap, there's a no top or under top, there's boxers or briefs, and a few different colors for the underwear. And you've got your body scales as well, which are the same color as your face scales that you chose earlier. So just a whole bunch of different options for that. So, because there are so many options, and I didn't want to spend too much time on stream, I made one earlier. You can only have one Dracthyr per realm, which is why I had to go to the other realm to create a new one. This is my Dracthyr here. So that's went with a blue dragon theme, and went with the name Veldragosa, with the Gosa being female blue dragons, of course. So, this is my very first time logging in on Dracthyr Evoker, and we'll check out the starter zone for this race. Cool login screen as well, got all the aspects. That look like the last moments of the Dracthyr before they were put to sleep. The awakened Dracthyr, only flashes of memory remain as you shake off what feels like an endless sleep. Dracthyr before you is unresponsive, frozen in place by some unknown magic. You sense that within you lies the power to break your ally free. There may be others within the Kresh who are suspended in this stasis. It is your duty to awaken them. Alright, so a couple of quick things first. I'm just going to change this to move my chat down a bit so it's behind my my cover. And a couple of options as well. So we want to turn the auto loot on. We want to go larger nameplates, and we want to turn on 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. That just gives us the option to move a few things around. Alright, so let's have a look at what we've got here. So Living Flame sends a flickering flame towards your target, dealing 1643 damage, fire damage to an enemy, or healing an ally for 2213. I have Azure Strike, project intense energy onto 2 enemies, dealing 771 frost damage to them.
I require a target.
Need to find something to check out that one. And we've got 2 racial abilities here. Wing Buffet. With a powerful flap of your wings, knock away enemies in front of you. And Tail Swipe. Lash out with your tail, knocking enemies within 8 yards into the air. It's pretty cool. And we've got a Glide as well. Reduces your falling speed.
What? Evoker? What has happened? Who did this to us? Something is very wrong here. We must find our wingmates. This way.
The Dracthyr are breaking free. Contain them.
Glide looks cool. Big dragon wings outstretched. Alright, let's what are we doing here? Kethan found Tethalash awakened. So it looks like they're up this way. Cool environment, this vault.
I remember obeying an order.
The last one is over here. That doesn't look great. These bones are brittle from the long decay of time. Have they been here for decades, centuries? Impossible to know. Faint hint lingers of the arcane magic that held Kethan in stasis. You feel a pang of loss. He was your friend. It's unfortunate. So head back down here and see how these other guys are going.
In here, Evoker.
I think that's going to be pretty standard with the Evoker running around.
Were we held in stasis?
A very long time, by the look of our creche.
Running around and gliding.
My head. All right. We need to get our bearings. What is your report?
Zerathel listens to your report. My memories are as broken as yours, Veldragosa, but we cannot dwell on that now. We need to assess and make a plan.
Stay true to your where.
So I just got Disintegrate, tear into an enemy with a blast of blue magic, inflicting 3104 spellfrost damage over 2.5 seconds and slowing their movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Then Essence is a resource used for spells such as Disintegrate, recovers naturally over time. Cool. Hostiles have invaded, our people have been confined in magical stasis, and our creche seems to be collapsing. This is why we train, Veldragosa. When in doubt, fall back to what you know. First things first, weapons, armor, supplies. Gather what you can and get equipped while I marshal our forces. Then we will locate the Earth Water. Surely Neltharion can provide the answers we seek.
The obsidian borders stand proud.
The Dracthyr stand ready.
Those constructs patrolling the creche are not animated by the Earth Water's magic. Dervishian narrows her eyes. We cannot allow there to be enemies in our midst. Destroy them to clear our path forward.
Remain.
Gear up, Evoker. Then we rendezvous with the Earth Water.
Neltharion can explain what has happened. I am certain of it.
Alright, so we're destroying these ancient constructs. Just gonna move these over this way a bit. Put this one down here. So let's see, we've got an instant, that on 3, and then a channeled and a... See how that goes. Say guard in there.
They will not sleep, then they must be destroyed.
Got a crystal key just here. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. Carrying a crystal lock. It's funny, my wings don't go out when I fly with
Here are relics of a forgotten past. They have no place in Azeroth.
Thought I might need the crystal lock to unlock thing we just grabbed. Alright, let's have another look at these abilities. So this one's an instant, does 700 damage. This one is a cast, does 1600. This one's a channel, 3104. And that one cost essence, these ones do not. Alright, so we collected some rations. Looks like there are war scales just in here, so that'll be our armor. And here's our weapons. We need to kill a few more of these. So let's channel that on them. Let's go to hit by a rock. Not sure when you would use that one over this one, because this one's an instant, hits 2 enemies, whereas this one costs mana and doesn't do quite as, well, does sort of just over twice the damage. So maybe it's a little more DPS, I'm not sure. But definitely want to be using Disintegrate whenever we have essence for it.
Let us begin.
Those constructs were animated with blue Dragonflight magic. The Earth Water would never have allowed this.
Diplomacy first.
We are bound by duty.
When memory fails, fall back on your training.
Fair skies.
This gear is ancient, and the food has turned to dust. It makes no sense. Those rations should have lasted a lifetime. Well, we will make do with what we have.
The Dracthyr will find a place in this world.
The skills are needed, Evoker. The crash is crumbling and we have few supplies. We must reach the passage out, but we have to get past this arcane barrier first. In the chamber beyond, there are Dracthyr in need of aid. Tend their wounds, destroy any foe who stands in your way. This may be the last time we walk these halls together, Veldragosa. Make it count.
Fair skies and strong winds.
Cinderthresh, can you bring down this barrier?
Zuri! Just the reinforcements I needed.
Have you found the Earth Warder?
No, he is not in this chamber. But there is a...
different dragon.
Come forth, loyal servants of Malagos. Show no mercy to these aberrations.
Well, this should be fun.
Interesting. So, Malagos's minions are
What do you remember, Zuri? Before the stasis?
Only fragments. A battle against a great foe. We claimed victory, I think. Though I fear we paid a terrible price for it.
We will find answers. But first, we need to get our people out of here.
By wing or by talon, we will see it done.
yeah. So the blue dragons said they're under Malagos's orders, but Malagos has obviously been dead for a little while now. So it must have been something that him and Neltharion did a long time ago. Alright, so we're healing up the Dracthyr with our Living Flame. So this one heals an ally when we cast it.
Tell me of your glories.
Two more. Still a lot of Ninja Dracthyr around.
collapse our only way out.
Respect must be
You
earned.
healed our people, well done. Now to deal with that dragon.
The Dracthyr will find a place in this world.
Got our first upgrade. Our second upgrade actually. How have I not had a weapon on?
I am ready. What do you need?
That blue dragon will collapse the creation and trap us inside. He claims to serve Malagos. That name is familiar, but why would any dragon want to keep us prisoner? Listen, Veldragosa, we were trained to fight beside the dragons, not against them, but we have been left with no choice. Time to do what must be done, Evoker.
Let's get back to training.
We were trained to defend dragons, not to fight them. This feels wrong.
The Pizagos has left us no choice, Surrey. He means to destroy us. So today, we fight for each other. For all Dracthyr.
Well said, my friend.
Not doing well dodging these rocks. Alright, time to fight a dragon.
Defy the will of Malagos.
Let's dodge that.
You are out of time. Go! The crash is collapsing. Our training grounds are completely overgrown. We must have been in stasis for a very, very long time.
Cut the chatter, Kodethi. Hostas could be lurking. Evoker, time to get those skills sharpened.
So it looks like we can use Living Flame as a self-heal as well.
You call that a uniform?
We will not get that rubble cleared and make sure no... Well, we will get that rubble cleared and make sure no Dracthyr is left behind, but first we need to secure this area.
Anything for an ally.
You are an Evoker, Veldragosa, the best of the best, an elite soldier who has mastered the skills of each of our worms. I expect a lot of you. Your memories may be broken, but the might of dragons courses through your veins. Harness it. One of your most potent weapons is your breath attack. The fire within becomes more powerful the longer you inhale. These insects swarming all over our training grounds should make fine targets.
You have your orders.
The fire breath. Inhale, stoking your inner flame. Release to exhale, burning enemies in a cone in front of you for 6,277 fire damage, reduced beyond 5 targets. Empowering causes more of the damage to be dealt immediately instead of over time. So if you just use it, it deals 1600 damage instantly and 4600 over 20 seconds. Holding it down to level, to rank 2, level 2, I'm not sure, empowered 2, deals 3000 instantly and 3200 over 14 seconds, and powered 3 is 4400 damage instantly and 1800 over 8 seconds. So if we hold that down, it has quite a lot of range on it.
We are the shield of the Dracthyr.
That beacon ahead, I am certain it was not there before we were imprisoned. Spellcraft is not my forte, but I know arcane magic when I see it. The same magic used by the blue dragon in the creche. He said a name, Malagos. It sounds so familiar, but the Earth Warder's teachings feel distant, fragmented. If this Malagos put us into stasis, perhaps that arcane beacon was placed on his orders. Investigate the area and report back. Ensure the beacon cannot be used to call in enemy reinforcements.
The obsidian beacon pulses with magic. It may have been placed there to contain us, or to send a signal.
So we need to cast the Empowered to Flame Breath.
Here to spar.
Good, you remember your training. Keep your head low and your lungs full.
Let's get back to training.
Let's head down and investigate this beacon. Alright, so that showed us a few different things. Not sure if that was showing the past or other things which have happened around here or what's going on.
We are bound by duty.
Azurathel listens intently as you tell him what you witnessed. So there were beacons placed outside the other crashes as well. Our allies are in peril, we must reach them.
Stay true to
So I guess we were seeing the other beacons.
Hemberthal!
Thank the Earth Warder. Her wisdom is needed.
What do you have to report?
I am heartened to see that so many escaped the war crash. My own Wayne... Not sure what that word is. Wayne? My own Wayne was not as fortunate. Emberfall stands in silence for a moment. There are other crashes throughout the Reach, filled with Dracthyr in peril. Strong winds will be needed to reach them. Focus, remember your training, get a feel for the wind again. You must regain your strength and fly to the other crashes. The time for rest is over. Practice casting
It's good
Saw.
to see you, Emberthal. But where is your Wern?
I awakened. The rest of my Dracthyr did not.
May their names be ever remembered.
Alright, so we're heading over to this guy.
Any new discoveries?
I just put that up there so I don't accidentally use it. Let us begin your flight training with coasting. When you begin to soar, simply move forward as if you were gliding. The difference is that you pick up speed as you travel in the same direction. Try coasting through these rings I conjured. It may take a few tries to get used to. That went well.
Shosh, I am
Okay,
thinking.
diving is next. As you soar, tip your nose down. You will pick up speed as you dive. Turn your nose up before hitting the ground and you will accelerate, burning off all the energy that you built up from your fall. See if you can hit all of these rings. Take as many tries as you need. Oh, there's one up higher. Alright, let's start that again. Yeah, so there's one all the way up there.
The Dracthyr, stand ready.
When you are airborne, you might have noticed that you can occasionally surge forward or ascend skyward. These are limited boosts that can give you that extra burst of speed or gain more airtime. Use them sparingly, as you will only be able to use them so many times for each saw. Try them at your leisure. So let's see, I've got a flap upward and surge forward. Am I supposed to that last one?
Any new discoveries?
You were getting the hang of this a lot faster than I was, but then you finished your Evoker training. I was hoping to specialize as a diplomat.
Remain steadfast.
Jumping through hoops is helpful to get your bearings, but we train like we fight, relentlessly. Go ahead and try soaring around the area until you feel you have mastered the technique. Of course, you must be mindful of the local wildlife and keep an eye out for any potential threats. That is why we practiced after all. Report back to Emberpool when you feel you are ready. Good luck.
Fair skies and strong winds,
Let's
Evoker.
practice this a bit more. So we've got this one takes us up higher, and this one surges forward. Dive and pick up some speed. It's a lot of fun.
Let us begin.
Time runs short as storm approaches.
We will find our fate.
Your vision from the arcane beacon showed you that there are Dracthyr trapped within their crushes. We cannot afford to lose any more of our people. Emberthel pauses, her brow furrowed. The healing wings are the finest medics in our ranks. Their crush lies within the caldera of the Menders. Cindrathresh knows the way. Leave no one behind, Evoker.
Dervishian, scout the crush of the Ebonscales. Cindrathresh and the Evoker will seek the healing wings. Fly with caution, my friends. Dragons are watching.
Go a little bit faster than the NPC does.
Neltharion would have our hides if he saw this mess.
Just have a quick look at my gear. So I've got a new trinket here. So that one's, so they're both int, one's haste, one's crit. Guess we'll just get rid of the haste one for now. Got a new male helm there as well.
I am ready. What do you need?
Iridia leads the healing wings. If she is lost, I do not know what they will do without her. No time to waste.
The healing wings need us. Get moving. Anything for an ally.
Fly on over this way.
We have wounded. You call that a uniform?
Look at all these wounded. There are more Menders inside. We need to help them.
You have your orders.
Whatever toxin has infested this crash is potent enough to take down our best healers. That does not bode well for either one of us, Veldragosa. No matter, Dracthyr are trapped inside. We are going in regardless of risk. Take a deep breath and follow me.
Let's get Viridia! Viridia? Are you here?
So we've got very limited time in here.
Syndra, easy. We went in after you. Shh. I know. You are as brave and foolish as ever. I am proud to serve.
Good, you are awake. Ready coughs to clear her throat. We need an evoker's skills right now.
I have patience to see.
Dynamic upgrade. Very nice. You recover quickly, Veldragosa. Good. Those who escaped my crash are healing, but others remain trapped inside. Rush in to save them, and I will just have to drag you out again. There are beetle nests scattered around the caldera. Their toxin glands might provide a way to counter the effects of that poison. I am in no shape to collect them myself. I must rely on your skills, Evoker.
Take care of yourself. Here to spar.
The wilds surrounding this crash are home to Scythid. They are voracious insectoids, often territorial and aggressive. All these wounded would be easy prey for those beasts. I do not want them attacking our menders while they recover. Cull their numbers while I look after Viridia. She is very brave.
You should lie down, Viridia. You need to rest. Nonsense. I am perfectly fine. Just hurry back with those toxin glands, Evoker.
Doesn't sound very fun. I equip that. It's a nice upgrade. Alright, where are we off to? Down this way. Still got a little bit of a cooldown on our saw, so we'll just glide our way down there. Maybe we can saw back up. So these are the beetles that we want. Forgot you have to hold that down. So it looks like if you just press it, it casts as soon as you get to that empowered one threshold. That's one of the big ones. There's another group up here. Let's try this again. Alright, holding down this time. Don't seem to be getting loot off those ones. Let's see if we can get all of these this time.
I do not
Bad.
have a target.
And that's all our toxic glands. Just need a couple more of these. 2 more of these. These things are interesting. Like a big ram, but it's got a very flat head. And it's very fluffy. Right, that's all that done. So let's saw our way back up the top here. It's definitely useful to get around.
My duty
Time runs
is
short.
to help others.
Good, these are just what I needed. I will work on something to counter the toxin and get you back into the creche.
Be careful not to break anything.
to level 59. We just picked up battle res. Not a so just a regular res. Just put that over there for now.
I am ready. What do you need?
The Scythed were always formidable, but it seems during our stasis they've grown even larger and more threatening.
You have your orders.
Put that belt on. Don't currently have a belt.
You look well.
The toxicity in the crash nearly claimed us all. While the antidote is being prepared, I need you to seek out the wounded and heal them. Yes, even the blue Draconid. The healing wings do not stand idly by while others suffer.
I healing the Draconid after they tried to subdue us? There is strength in mercy, Syndra.
Alright, so back down this way. So we're using an Emerald Blossom here.
Honored to meet you.
I will do my duty.
So it looks like that one's a big AoE heal.
I offer you my aid.
Keep going to jump 3 times from the used to the Demon Hunter, doing a double jump and then glide.
This world is vast.
So let's target that one and do our AoE heal. So use infuses to reset. Oh, that's cool. So now we're heading over this way. Wonder if that'll stop him, stop them from being loyal to Malagos. See.
Healing is my expertise.
Violence is not the only avenue to victory.
Look out for each other.
The antidote is ready. Use it to search the support creche for survivors. Work quickly, the effect will not last long, so you may have to reapply it. If any of my people yet draw breath, save them. And if they do not, I ask that you recover their horn signets, so that their names may be honoured. While inside, perhaps you can find evidence of how this infestation came to be.
Stay. Please, Evoker. Save all of my people that you can. And honor the memories of the fallen.
So let's pop this. Okay, so we consume it to reduce the toxicity. It's not an immunity thing. Alright, so we've got a clue here. Now this ramps up quickly. Alright, so we've got one over here. Dead one by the look of it. they don't seem to be going great so far. That was a crystal key. Alright, found a bunch of survivors. That's good. So they're hiding themselves behind the lock there to escape from the toxin. Quite a large dragon skeleton, that one. And we're out.
Shall we?
None shall die or suffer if it is within my power to prevent it.
Help others when you can.
Thank you for rescuing those who could be saved. Rethanaf, Katranasa, Tenazeth. I vow that the names of the fallen will be remembered.
I have patience to see.
A new ability, Hover. Launch yourself and gain 30% increased movement speed for 6 seconds. Nice. That one on mine. That's my usual
Stay well.
movement speed cooldown. Keybind.
Let's have a look at you.
Evoker, you have my gratitude for aiding my Wern in our most desperate hour. After we regain our strength, the healing wings will rendezvous with the rest of our forces. Syndra tells me that Emberthel lost everyone from her worm. I fear I have no magic that can heal such a wound. She may seem stoic, but Emberthel feels this loss deeply, Feldragosa. Tell her I am on my way.
I hope my people need time to recover before we can rendezvous with the others. And the Draconid, well, they are not known for their swiftness.
The Draconid? Neltharion said we should never show mercy to an enemy.
They are soldiers, just like us. Do not judge them too harshly for following orders.
Apparently we're not following them, we're going over here. Saw enhancer. Nice, it's like a little flat path. It's Raffian and Abyssian. Didn't see where they went.
The Ebon Scales are under siege by wild drakes, Terrasek, and elementals. I overheard the name Primalists.
Then our people are in even more danger than we thought. I am ready to serve.
I am relieved that Viridia lives. If what Dervishian says is true, we will have need of her talents in the battle to come.
Serve with honor.
Dervishian's report is troubling. An enemy force calling themselves the Primalists have invaded Storm Sunder Crater, pinning the Ebon Scales down at the siege crash. These intruders are summoning violent elementals and recruiting the vicious Terrasek to their cause. Azurathel will need your help at the crater. By wing or by talon, save our people. Once the Ebon Scales are safe, ask their commander to rendezvous with me. Be warned, Sarkareth can be prickly.
The Ebon Scales need our aid. To Storm Sunder Crater.
Let's Let's have a quick look at our gear. Got a vendor here.
Much to offer.
So sell off that stuff. Don't need any of that, I don't think.
Will that be all?
Right, straight to business.
Evoker, this place still has herds of Vorkmen. I managed to round up a few of the more agreeable creatures that could be used as mounts for when your wings are tired. Remember how to ride? I was ordered to issue one to you as the scale commanders are ordering you all over the place. Take good care of it. Nice, so let's have a look at these. So these things look pretty cool. The bigger Draconid ones. So we've got a purple one, a bluish one, bronze one, and a crimson. I think we go with the blue one. This was the sapphire, yep.
A wise choice.
Cool. So let's have a look at that. What was it called? The Vulcan. I don't know why it's not in there yet. Oh, we have to learn it. Makes sense. And let's put that over here. It's a cool mount special.
I deal in only the finest.
So you can also buy the rest of them.
Good to be of
Don't have much gold yet, but I do have some mail. So I'm not sure if we are tracking mailboxes. So Hearthstone is set to the Forbidden Reach. I don't know if that's here. Woodworm Grounds.
A wise choice.
Yeah, let's set our half to here,
These goods will serve you
and then
well.
we can, once we find a mailbox, we can come back and buy these mounts. Alright, where are we heading now? Down to this way. I think we go for a saw down there. Let's boost up a bit higher.
Keep your talons sharp and your breath hot. Looks like we have a fight on our hands. What is your report?
Well, Evoker, I hope you are ready to get your talons dirty.
The Dracthyr will find a place in this world.
Let's change that to some different buttons. Alright, so this one's a 2-minute talent. Proto-dragons flying in reinforcements, an elemental army being conjured on sight, Tarasek recruited into their ranks. Our enemy is efficient and dangerous. This operation must have some greater purpose. Why do these primalists seem so familiar? No time for that. Focus on the Dracthyr trapped on the other side of this crater.
The Obsidian Orders stand
The Tarasek are unpredictable and wild, like primordial Draconid, if you will. The Eltharian considered them little more than fodder, targets for our training, but they are cunning hunters and deadly when encountered in packs. Should they gain elemental power from these primalists, they will become even more dangerous. We cannot let that happen, Veldragosa. Thin their ranks. these primalists are summoning an army of elementals. We have to assume they mean to unleash them against our forces. Well, not on our watch. Rain fire upon them, Evoker. Burn those elementals from the reach and take out their conjurers before they summon more.
Stay true to your word.
Let us begin.
My memories are still clouded from the stasis, but I am certain we have encountered these primalists before. It is no use. Trying to remember feels like chasing fragments of a dream. Perhaps you can fare better. Look for any clues as to what or who motivates these invaders.
I know we have faced an enemy like this before, but I only recall flashes, fragments.
Perhaps learning more about our foes will help us remember what happened.
Alright, so we're discovering clues, slaying elementals, and slaying Tarasek. So it looks like we have a clue just down here, so we'll fly down to that one. And the new ability we got is Deep Breath. Take in a deep breath and fly to the targeted location, spewing molten cinders, dealing 6,400 volcanic damage to enemies in your path. And it removes root effects and things.
Tarasek, we offer you freedom and power. Join our fight against the aspects.
Kuro Grim Totem. The Grim Totems are here. Let's give this a go. That's pretty cool. 2-minute cooldown is pretty big though. Freeing the Storm Eater does not sound good. There are a couple of large drakes around as well. Want to make sure we don't accidentally run into them. Doesn't look like there's much else around up here, so I'll just kill this last one off and then head south. Got scotched by the big dragon. I could do some big damage if there's a big line of enemies. That'd be a lot of fun.
Embrace the gift unleash her might upon this world.
I don't think I want that to happen. I need to kill a couple more elementals. It's the Tarasex. I have to go back up this way. There's a couple. Heading up this way to hand our stuff in. There is a elite down there. Not sure if those are. I think they're rares, not elites.
We are the shield of the Dracthyr.
The enemy's ranks are growing. For every foe we strike down, 2 more take its place. Focus on the siege crash. We must aid the even scales.
The obsidian
Do not
borders
mourn the loss of a few Tarasek. Where there is one, scores more lurk in the shadows.
fair skies.
Conjured elementals may not be the most satisfying foe, but it does feel good to stretch our wings again.
The Dracthyr will find a place in this world.
Primalist speaks of unleashing a terrible storm. Could an even greater threat be locked away somewhere on the breach?
Fair skies and strong winds, friend.
Put on our new braces.
Respect must be earned.
We got past the Primalist incursion, now we must reach the crash. Scale Commander Sakharaf is as tough as they come, but his Wayne holds the line. Holds the line. But a dragon has the even scales pinned down. Time for us to join the fight. Take point, give the signal when we are in range of the dragon, then we hit it with everything we have. Watch out for ambushes. I have a bad feeling about this.
We need to grab that dragon's attention so the Ebon Scales can strike.
Get us close to the target and then give the signal, Evoker.
Might have to change that in power to the click and then click again rather than the hold. I keep just clicking it and then it goes off early. Sure, I'll get used to it eventually. Alright, so there is a large drake over there. Very large dragon up here. Alright, let's start the attack.
The order is given.
Attack!
Ebon Scales, strike as one.
These vermin sought to disrupt our ritual! They are unworthy of the dragon blood in their veins! They mean nothing. Leave them. The elements have granted me the power I need. At long last, the mistress of the storm shall be free.
We wake up to find a hostile dragon in our crash. Then fight off an elemental army at our doorstep. I want answers, Azurathel.
Answers will have to wait. The Primalists spoke of unleashing a great storm upon the world. We must stop them.
Report.
You fight well, Evoker, but we had this under control. The Eben Scales look after our own.
That will be all.
Nice upgrade. Now that the fight is done, you ask me to report into Amberthel. Does Azurathel expect me to follow her commands? I think not. The Even Scales answer only to the Earth Water, and thus far I have received no orders from Neltharion. Still, I am not blind to the threat these Primalists represent. I am certain I have fought their kind before, and yet. We will rally to the grounds once my people have recovered. You are dismissed, Evoker.
Until the Earth Warder is found, my Warren takes orders only from me. Understood?
As you will, but stay alert. There are dragons circling above, possibly hostile.
Ebon Scales, gather the signets of the dead, then prepare to move out.
So that word is wern. I know how to say it now. 242 trinket, very nice. Let's switch that out and put that one at the bottom. Alright, using the saw enhancer. Cool skybox. Keep forgetting we have a mount.
There is much to be done.
Primalists empowered their leader in some kind of ritual? Tell me everything.
Stay true. These cultists speak of unleashing a storm.
The threat is greater than you know, young ones. We fear these Primalists seek to release something ancient, something terrible.
Why should we trust you? Were you sent by the Earth Warder? Where is Neltharion?
Neltharion? It seems there is much you do not know.
I am Abyssian, and this is Rathian. We will answer all your questions in time. But we must join forces and strike now, or the enemy will prevail.
This is our home. The Dracthyr will defend it. We will fight beside you, but you do not give the orders here, dragons.
So be it.
Fine. But do try not to get in our way. After all, I know a thing or two about vanquishing ancient adversaries.
Rathian being as cocky as always. So Rathian is the Black Prince. He's the son of Neltharion, Deathwing, and Abyssian is a black dragon who takes the form of one of the High Mountain Tauren, who we've had a lot of dealings with before.
Let us begin.
If what these dragons say is true, then a great battle is upon us. We need you focused and strong, Evoker. Time to choose your battle specialization. Will you preserve your allies or devastate your enemies? To hone your combat skills to their sharpest, choose Devastation. To maximize your healing potential, take the path of Preservation. Either specialization will serve you well, and remember you can change or adapt it later.
Fair skies and strong winds.
I think we will go with Devastation. A few more abilities there. Landslide. Conjure a path of shifting stone towards the target location, rooting enemies for 30 seconds. So put that one there. What else did we get? Pyre, lob a ball of flame, dealing damage. That one looks like a AoE. And Quell, interrupt an enemy's spellcasting and preventing any damage. Cool. So that one we think we want on there. So we'll move these around a little bit. Cool.
There is much to be done.
Excellent choice. Remember, you can reconsider your specialization and adjust abilities as needed, so long as you are not in the heat of battle.
Serve with honor.
Look there, across the reach, Primalist forces are converging on Froststone Vault. The storm they seek to unleash must be locked inside. We fought this enemy before and won. Neltharion commanded that the vault be secured, but I cannot remember why. This is no time for contemplation. Rally with Sarkareth and the Even Scales at the vault. Ensure the enemy does not breach it.
Dracthyr, do not let the Primalists breach Froststone Vault.
Let's head up there. Steady there, Evoker. The Even Scales will put an end to this incursion. Level 60. So the Primalists want what's inside this vault. Let them come. We will show them what the Dracthyr were born to do. So we just got a few of the aspects. So that's a Bloodlust. Put that up there for now. And Blessing of the Bronze. Weave threads of time, reducing cooldown of any major movement ability for your party. That's pretty cool. Put that there for now.
This vault holds our legacy. We will not let invaders claim it.
Right, let's see if we can help out with these dragons, these drakes. Not sure if that's going to hit him. Cool. Kind of want to do the deep breath, but I don't know how that will work being on an edge. Let's give it a try.
I must get closer.
Doesn't seem to work. So that Pyre costs essence as well. So it's Pyre. So it disintegrates our single target one, and then Pyre's the AoE by the look of it. So kill off this other Drake.
Too far away.
I have to get used to this shorter range. Apparently these drakes don't count towards our quests. Oh, gives us some time anyway. So healing our allies does count towards it. So we've got a bunch of allies down here.
You will bow before her, before all the
Let's try this one. It's pretty good.
I do not have a target.
You will bow before her.
Let's see, 7.
All the
Let's go over here.
Let the storm be unleashed.
Nice.
At long last, she shall be free.
Let's lob some healing at them.
The Isles have awakened.
Lob these guys as well. So that counting, or is it not healing them fully? Does a little bit. Some fire at those guys.
You will bow before her, before all the incarnates.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
Let the storm be unleashed. At long last, she shall be free.
Trying to get used to what each of these abilities do. We'll lob some more healing. Lob some fire at these guys. Do some cleave.
I require a target.
Keep forgetting to hold that one down.
To target something first.
Alright, that's us done by the look of it.
Enough! Take the vault! I will liberate the Storm Eater.
Get to the point.
We are overrun. They are about to breach the vault. Where are those black dragons? Here he comes.
Mistress of the Storm, the primal powers have risen to set you free.
The elements sing. They herald a new age for this world. Have you found my kin?
We know where they are imprisoned, Storm Eater.
Soon, their bonds will be broken. And what is this? The brood of Neltharion. I felt his demise reverberate through the earth, and reveled in it. Perhaps you wish to share his fate.
I had wished to become what he was meant to be. What he should have been.
You do not fathom what dragonkind was meant to be, but you will. Go! Tell them we will scour this world of the Titan's stain. Let the storm be the harbinger of our return.
Evoker, get moving!
That is not good. It's a very large dragon. I do love the tiny little arms on the proto-drakes though.
I am ready to serve.
Storms are about to overwhelm us. We must evacuate. Save everyone you can and find those black dragons.
We will.
Fall back! Help the wounded!
Beautiful palms of Neltharion! Your master is dead, and you have been abandoned.
Alright, what are we doing here? Still out running. up Ruffian a bit.
Evoker, get that dragon back on his feet.
You stand before
My thanks, Veldragosa. Your aid is unexpected, but appreciated.
learn from the past.
Thank you for healing me, Veldragosa. I hope that we are earning one another's trust. The Storm Eater. I have never faced a dragon of such raw elemental power. If there are others like her... Wait, where is Abyssian? Did he survive? You must find him.
You have my thanks, Dracthyr. Now please, find...
Tell us, dragon. Did the Incarnate speak the truth? Is Neltharion dead?
The Neltharion you knew fell long, long ago. It is a complicated tale.
Our legacy. Lost.
Let's equip these upgrades. 211 item level now, not too bad. So heading down this way to find Abyssian.
This is all that remains of Neltharion's flight! Pathetic!
So it looks like we get a free disintegrate or pile at times. Not sure what's causing that yet. We can have a look later. But let's go find Abyssian. Here he is.
Wisdom guide us.
Some more healing at him.
Thank you. That should be enough. I thought I would be the one saving you. Dracthyr. A formidable indeed.
Can't see through the tree. I think that cancelled just a bit. Oh no. Cannot soar, cannot mount either apparently.
What do you have to report?
I'm relieved you made it out, Veldragosa, but I cannot help but feel lost.
Serve with honor.
The storm unleashed by Razagath is too powerful. We must evacuate the only home we have ever known. There is no longer an Earth Warder to command us. For the first time, we are free to make our own choices, to find our own fate. Wherever you go in this new age, I hope you find worthy allies. Tell them our story. As for me, I will stay here and look for survivors. Along the way, I may find answers about our past. May fortune favor us all, Veldragosa.
Get our people out of here, Evoker. I will stay behind and search for survivors. And answers.
No storm! Behold! The bronze aspect has come!
Children of Neltharion, hearken to me. Your time does not end today.
I refuse to bow to another aspect.
All lands, prepare to evacuate. The aspect will provide cover.
Come, Evoker. I would speak with you.
Can I speak to him from down here? No, I'm gonna soar up. I can't do that. Need to find a way up there. Still can't mount either. So an interesting thing about the glide is that it glides forward, it doesn't glide where you're strafing.
again heralds great danger for this world, just as your awakening heralds great change. The kingdoms of Azeroth must be warned. Go to them. Along the way, you may discover a new destiny of your own. Rathian, Abyssian, you are known to the peoples of this world. Guide the Dracthyr on their journey. Yes, timeless one.
Very large in his dragon form.
I have no time for pleasantries.
It was our destiny to be the finest soldiers of dragonkind. We pledged our lives to fight at Neltharion's side. Our lives, Evoker, and what was our vow worth to the aspects? Nothing. They locked us away like broken playthings. Well, we are not broken.
Sakarath, my Wern will follow Rathian to the city called Stormwind. Come with us.
I am done taking orders. Our vow to serve the dragons is sundered, just as Neltharion broke his promises to us. Let the ebon scales be forgotten. We are now the sundered flame. We will claim the destiny that is ours by right.
Guy is very dramatic.
His anger pushes him down a dark path. I dread the day we meet again. Not as friends, but as rivals on the field of battle.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
How can I help?
I know what the aspects ask of us, but the healing wings cannot join you. We still have wounded, and these wingless Draconid have grown attached to us. No, my Wern is not flying anywhere. I planned for us to cross the channel to the Dragon Isles. Plenty of others in need of our aid there, I suspect. Thank you for helping my people, Evoker. No, make that Veldragosa. Thank you, Veldragosa.
Be careful not to. Viridia, you could come with us. With me. I'm sorry, dear friend. My Wern will remain in the Dragon Isles. If fate is kind, we will not be parted long. Fair skies and strong wings, Sindra. You call that a uniform?
Abyssian tells me of a group called the Horde. Claims they value honor and strength. If true, they may prove worthy of us. He says their council rules from a city called Orgrimmar. Looks like we have a long flight ahead of us.
Let's get back to trade. Dark Talons, fall in!
We have to leave the Reach.
Lead the way, Abyssian.
The warders will follow rapid.
Children of Neltharion, you have awakened to face a shattered past and an uncertain future. Yet the threads of fate weave a new path to distant shores. The sands of time will speed your wings along the way. Tell the world with what you have witnessed, and warn them of the storm to come.
Orgrimmar. Within these walls gather the noble races of the Horde. A city built upon a foundation of strength and honor.
Traits my people embody as well. Impressive structure. But nothing that would hold back the might of the Dark Talons.
I have no doubt your soldiers will be given many chances to prove themselves.
Before we enter, I will assume another form. One that is more recognizable to the Horde.
A visage. Yes. I remember the Earth Warder had one too. Well, we have arrived. Where are your allies, Abyssian?
Patience, Cinderthresh. I am sure we will receive an appropriate welcome. Let us work.
Our arrival will not have gone unnoticed. Allow me to speak with them before we enter. I have something of a history with the Council. There will be time for introductions after.
The Black Dragonflight will protect this world once again.
A warmer welcome than I feared.
You have your orders.
It seems like our arrival was noticed after all. Maybe there's hope for these people yet. I'll follow up with Abyssian and the Horde leadership and try to smooth this out. You're on recon. See what this place has to offer. We may be here for a while after all. Come find us once you're finished. Hopefully we'll have all the boring bits sorted out by then.
Anything for an ally.
Stand down, warriors of the Horde! Spirit Walker Ebonhorn. It is good to meet a familiar face at the city gate, even when accompanied by others that are less familiar.
I am glad to find you well, Mela, but I fear pleasantries will have to wait. Events are unfolding that imperil us all. These Dracthyr and I must speak with the Horde Council.
Then let us not linger. Follow me. Soldiers, return to your posts. If these newcomers have earned your trust, Spirit Walker, then they will have mine as well. The gates of Orgrimmar stand open to them.
Alright, so I should be able to use a flying mount here. Let's have a look. Nope, can't fly yet. I assume I can still soar though. I'll have a look at the ones around the ground here first. So visiting the auction house. How fast can you fly? I was visiting the bank. Auction house is over here. I bid 12 gold, no 15. But I was going to buy that. It's funny. Good to soar up to the top here. Apparently I'm supposed to be in the portal room, not up the top. Probably could have read that on the quest rather than just looking at where the area was. You look too skinny to be a dragon. These portals reek of blue dragonflight magic. Well, they're not wrong. So that's our little speed boost. So this is the one I could have soared to, over to the embassy. Seems we are not the only recent arrivals here. Definitely the most recent though. Finally found a mailbox. Probably could have used my mailbox toy back when we were on the Isle. Guess we'll just have to wait till we get back there to buy those other mounts. I need to get up the top there. And we just missed the left. So let's have a look. So we don't currently have either of our riding training, so we can buy them when we're up the top here. That'll help us get around a little faster. Let's buy that one and that one. Then just find our mount macro. Now we're much faster.
Here to spar.
But how was the food?
Let's get back to training.
Good to see you again, Veldragosa. I hope your exploration of Uldaman was fruitful. It is a city built on kinship and courage. I have just spoken with the Horde Council and they have accepted the Aspect's invitation to the Dragon Isles. Preparations for the journey will begin shortly. Come, let us speak with the others.
The Aspects will be pleased that the Council has accepted their invitation. The Dragon Isles hold great wonders and many perils.
Those who answer the call will face whatever challenges may come.
The strength of the Horde has always been its people. I am heartened to hear it. But know that the Dragon Queen will not abide conflict on her shores. The Horde honors its truce with the Alliance. To that end, the Reliquary will work together with the Explorers League on an expedition of discovery.
I expect we will learn much from one another.
Do not forget, Abyssian, that the Dragon Isles are home to the Dracthyr as well. We intend to rediscover our past and lay claim to our future.
Then let our peoples make this journey together, Cindrathresh.
Agreed. Along the way, we can hone your combat skills, despite your obvious lack of wings.
I see there is much work ahead of us. Come then, the Dragon Isles await.
There is much more to the Dragon Isles beyond the Forbidden Reach. Its wonders will be as new to you as they will be for the Horde.
Hail, adventurer. I shall help you prepare for
I'm
the
sure
Dragon
your
Isles.
arrival in Uldaman drew the attention of its citizens. No doubt some were more comfortable in your presence than others. When I was a young dragon, I took on the mortal visage you see now. It allowed me to live among the Tauren of High Mountain as an ally. Though your path differs from mine, the essence of dragonkind flows through you as well, Veldragosa. Perhaps that will allow you to assume a visage of your own. Let us walk together.
Our legacy will be renewed. For Azeroth, I will guide you as best I can. A visage is an expression of how you wish to be seen by others. It is a personal choice you alone can make. I chose my visage because I wish to live quietly among the high mountain Tauren. Your choice will be your own.
Right. Time to go to visage.
Good. Find the visage within.
Cool, so we can switch between our visage and Dracthyr. And there is also activate to automatically assume your visage when you leave combat or after soaring. Let's just that elsewhere for now. So here we can switch back and forth. And that's got all the armor on that we earned throughout our little journey.
I will help if I am able.
You have a noble visage indeed, Veldragosa, most distinctive. I do not know why your visage is unique from that of a dragon. Perhaps when we learn more of your past, the answer will present itself. But for now, we must prepare for the journey ahead.
Our legacy will
The
be
veil
renewed.
between our world and the Shadowlands has been sundered.
As the cancel the Shadowlands startup, we won't be doing that. The time has come, Evoker. High Lord. Oh, that's what we were just looking at. Never mind.
You call that a uniform?
The leader seems enthusiastic, but she's a historian, not a soldier like us. She knows nothing of the dangers we will face in the Dragon Isles. Not that the Horde needs to worry. After all, we Dark Talons will be protecting the expedition. I'm going to discuss mission logistics with Abyssian and these Horde leaders. Dracthyr is exploring the city along with the others. Tell him to rally at the Zeppelin Tower. I'll meet you there.
Anything for an ally.
Have you anything new to report?
Pleasure to meet you. I am the leader Rivergleam. The invitation to visit the Dragon Isles is quite an exciting prospect, don't you agree? The Reliquary has combined forces with our expedition counterparts to help coordinate our efforts. As a member of the Dragonscale Expedition, it is my honor to welcome you. First though first we must gather a few more members for our journey. Shall we begin?
Remember, there's magic in discovery. I shall meet you at the Zeppelin once you've gathered our future expeditionary members.
So this is where the Evoker starter questline converges with the Prepatch event. So from here onwards is what you do with all the characters. So this is actually the start of the Dragonscale Expedition. Can't say that for some reason. Dragonscale Expedition campaign. So let's fly on over here and gather up the first people for our expedition. I bet those talons are useful.
Climbed any mountains lately?
The city is full of places to explore and rocks to climb. You interested in a lesson? We need explorers for an expedition to the Dragon Isles. Will you join us?
Join the expedition? We'll do more than join. We'll lead the way.
So my mount macro here summons a random mount and pet. So you get to see many different mounts from the collection.
Interested in some fine
More
goods?
outsiders, just what we need. You're looking to buy something or make something? I got the best contacts for either. The Orgrimmar Artisans Guild only crafts the best. We need artisans for an expedition to the Dragon Isles. Will you join us?
The Dragon Isles, you say? It would be an honor to join the expedition. I'll gather my finest craftsmen and prepare them for what awaits us.
Off to recruit some scholars now.
Everything is so beautiful.
Oh, hello there. Do you have some new discovery to share? There's always room for another scholar at our monthly meetup. You won't believe what Lally found in the Jade Forest last week. We need scholars for an expedition to the Dragon Isles. Will you join us?
What a remarkable opportunity. Imagine all the wondrous relics collected by the Dragonflights over the ages. I will gather my wisest scholars for your expedition. Interested in a snapshot?
I was hoping to fly through the door, but a little bit too high. Let's use our sword to get over the other side here.
What is the situation?
Welcome to our makeshift training area, friend. I trust we are not disturbing anyone up here. I was assured that this area was available today and that sparring was permitted. Scale Commander Sindra Thresh would like you to meet her at the Zeppelin Tower.
The odds favor us. I believe in planning, not luck.
You made quick work of gathering our expedition members. I admire efficiency in my traveling companions. What have you learned lately?
Our scouts report turbulent elemental storms are churning the seas to dangerous unnatural levels. Until those clear, we will not be going anywhere. Why not see what you can help with around here in the meantime?
Let me know what you
I
find.
believe this expedition shall be a great success.
I look forward to hearing what you've
I'm
learned.
pleased to have the Dracthyr accompanying us on the expedition. Their unique perspective should prove valuable, and learning more of their own history will help them come to terms with their current circumstances. As I've said before, history heals every wound.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting. A surprise attack! Guards! Arrest this handsome wizard.
Be at ease. He is an ally.
Fawning over Kedgar. Hello, Veldragosa. It's been a while, and I wish we had more time to catch up. But you see, I've just had a rather enlightening, no, make that foreboding, yes, a foreboding conversation with an old friend. Sometimes a revelation can be both, after all. I really must tell you of what I've learned.
I did not expect to see you again so soon, my friend. After you'd answered the call of the Isles.
Something has happened, Khadgar. Something terrible.
Kalikos, tell me.
It all happened so quickly. And Rathian, young as he is, bravely or perhaps foolishly tried to stop it. But he was too late. The Tempest had already been unleashed.
She let me live with a message. They are coming to cleanse the world of the Titan's stain. Alexstrasza, who is she? What is she?
She is Razageth, youngest of the Primal Incarnates.
Incarnates?
4 dangerous adherents of the elemental forces. At the dawn of the aspects, our flights embraced the Titan's gifts. They did not.
The war that followed was unimaginable. And it took all of our strength combined to banish them.
If they were so dangerous, why were they not destroyed?
I hadn't the heart to do it. We were once as clutchmates.
Time, it seems, has not quelled their fury. And look at us. Should she free her kin now, we haven't the strength to stop them. And if Iridicrum's hunger is unleashed...
Then we have no choice. If we are to be protectors once more, the aspects of our Dragonflights must be made anew.
Our queen is determined, Khadgar. But we've only just begun to find who we are again. And I fear that without help, we may never get the chance to see our future secured.
Then it seems the mortal races too must answer the call and face the storms ahead.
It's a cool cinematic. Unsettling news indeed, but you had to know of the peril we face.
The Black Dragonflight will protect this world once again.
So we've got a quest for Legacy of Tyr, Secrets of the Past. To stop Razageth from freeing the other incarnates, the Aspect's power must be restored, but this will not be an easy task. The Titans are silent and Keeper Tyr is long dead. Queen Alexstrasza has devised a plan. In the Badlands lies a Titan facility called Uldaman. She believes Tyr's companions hid a disk of his memories inside its depths. Take your allies to Uldaman and find the disk for the Dragon Queen. Let us hope Tyr's knowledge can be used to re-empower the aspects.
Our legacy will be renewed.
Well, that wizard certainly knows how to make an entrance, doesn't he? We won't be able to set sail until someone gets those elemental storms under control. Check in with Storm Huntress Suraka. She's leading the expedition forces to investigate the storms and can help outfit you with whatever gear you need. While you handle that, I'll coordinate the rest of the preparations. At least it'll give me some time to read a few more volumes on dragon history before we set sail.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
Razageth has wasted no time building up her primalist forces. The Kirintor have detected massive storms being unleashed at key points across Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms. The primalists are unleashing the elements to add to their strength. It seems they plan to cause chaos not only in the Dragon Isles but in the lands of the Alliance and Horde as well. Seek out the enemy and study their methods. We have to stop them before it's too late.
Always happy to help.
These storms are wild, dangerous things. If you wish to confront them, you'll want extra protection. In my years of hunting, I've gathered many things that help to ward against the wrath of the elements. Perhaps some of them may be of use to you as well.
Go forth to victory.
So this is the vendor for the event. So it has a 252 gear for the Primeval Essence currency. It's also got a toy for 100 essence, which I've already got. The toy vacuums up critters, which is very amusing. And there's a 20 slot reagent bag for the new reagent slot down here. And there's also a Primal Stormling pet, which you can buy for 250. But we also get one of those for our first quest here. We will just sell off this stuff while we're here though, so don't need those anymore. That one is an upgrade though. Wearing shoulders at the moment. And one more ring. So that's not there. Very nice. So we just got equipped a superior better item with minimum eye level of 158 in every slot. And we also got a golden Dracthyr's tabard. That's nice. So let's sell off that last ring. We'll hang on to those bags because we can use them in our bank. And I think I will queue up for this dungeon and take a quick break just to go grab some water. Just a couple of minutes, and then we'll go head over to this elemental invasion. Hey Harry, yeah, going good. Just taking a quick break, just a couple of minutes. Then gonna continue on with the pre-patch event. So let's queue up for Legacy of Tyr as DPS. I imagine this group is gonna take a little while. Average wait time 16 minutes. So I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes, and hopefully the group doesn't pop before then. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like my queue popped early, so we'll queue up for that again. Was saying average 16 minutes, now it's saying average 1 minute, so hopefully that shouldn't take too long again. Hi Jamboree, hi Vaporwave. Yeah, the pre-patch event is a good source of experience, and you get the tokens for the 252 gear as well. It's not the fastest way to level up, but it does have that added bonus of getting those tokens. So usually by the time you've leveled up, you've got enough tokens to fully equip yourself in 252s, which is a good bonus. So we'll start heading over towards these Primal Storms events. So over here, so there's Storms events. Well, we'll talk about that after the dungeon. Alright, Uldaman, Legacy of Tyr. Apparently I have unspent talent points. Sort that out later.
They require a target.
Definitely gonna have to get used to these abilities.
I need to target something first.
Alright, let's have a look at these talents. Let's go with the starter build. I just put a lot of abilities on my bars. Try and keep up with the tank here.
not have a target.
What's this? Intruders here to take our riches, I bet! Have we found any riches? We've been digging down here so long, I can't even think straight.
No one steals from us! Time to teach these lunkheads a lesson!
Right, I'll use our flame breath. I keep forgetting to hold that one down. Might try switching that to the double press rather than the hold down when we get a chance.
I have a quiver full of swords.
Alright, here's the first bosses. See what else we got here. It's Bloodlust for our party.
Take my shield.
Don't know if you have to kill these guys at the same time or not. Want to be dodging that for sure.
Time to move these thingies. Now that bark is starting.
Alright, first boss down.
You know, I think that toss will actually help clear my head. Much obliged, strangers. We'll lend you a hand after we get our bearings.
Looks like the tank is running through a little. This looks like a great spot for a big deep breath. Yeah, nice. Don't have a damage meter on, but I am 100% sure I'm pumping DPS and definitely not holding the party back.
I need to target something first.
At least it feels that way anyway. And that's the main thing, right? So I'm generally using Pyre when there's a group of mobs, and spamming Living Flame or Azura Strike in between. And then if it's just a single mob, I use the Disintegrate instead of the Pyre.
Romark, the chief here. Gonna smash you.
Here's another boss.
Stonebolt frogs, attack!
So when I use the special ability that flies in Breeze Fly, I use that ability again to blink back to your starting position. That's pretty cool. Definitely have to have a look at that. Looks like it's a talent though, apparently. I'll have to see if I've got that in the starter zone at the starter build. Keep forgetting to hold that down.
Romark always wins.
Alright, let's see if we can find this this empowered ability thing. Press and tap. Let's give that a try. So now rather than having to hold that down, I should be able to press it and then press it again.
That did it. Now let's see what we can find inside.
Let's give that a go. Press that and press again. Yeah, I think that's gonna work better for me. It's a bit closer to what I'm used to. Dracthyr flying down the stairs.
Leave this to me. Shield charge! Oh, my head. Well, at least this lunkhead got the door open.
Is that a try?
You better go on.
Where's our tank
Hold
gone?
that recovers.
Oh cool, so I do have the blink ability.
I do not have a target. I require a target. I need to
Don't
target
know what this healer's
something
doing.
first.
Heal myself a bit.
The unworthy will not enter this.
Apparently our healer is gone. That might be the issue. We are in a queue again though.
Keeper tier secrets will be protected.
Now let's see what else we've got here. So we can fly to an ally and heal them. We want to heal ourselves. Let's fly to this guy and heal them.
Where you are,
That didn't work very well.
I will purge you from existence.
Let's heal ourselves up a bit.
An unworthy foe.
That was unfortunate.
Halt! You will go no.
Not sure why our healer left. Let's see, so we've got an ability which makes our next empowered spell instant at the max level. That one is a damage reduction. So I think
Where you are, I will
that one.
purge you from existence. His memories are
Alright, someone have
you.
Perez,
Some kind of library.
Warlock, and Warrior.
What now? All I see are books.
Maybe we can find a few treasure maps. We'll have a look while you go on ahead.
Let's see, does this take us back there? Hopefully. Gets us closer at least. Got a healing stone, let's put that somewhere. Stay up there for now. That one. So we got. That one's a heal. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try this one. So it looks like that heal drops on the ground and then it goes off a little while afterwards. Let's try this one.
I do not have a target.
That one's targeted. Okay.
out of range.
Alright, got a few more mobs here. Ah, I got silenced. How rude. So many new abilities. Everyone else is at full health.
Activating additional defenses.
Don't want to be standing in front of that. I'm assuming I don't want to get hit by these things.
Target acquired.
See if we can heal up that guy a bit.
Target acquired.
Guy's taking a lot of damage.
Protocol. Purge.
Vault Keepers protect Emberon. Oh, that is not good. Definitely was not supposed to stand in that. So it looks like I have to take out the Vault Keepers here. Wonder if this lock can res me.
Enemy marked. Enemy marked. Eliminated.
Doesn't look like he's paying attention.
Enemy marked.
I was looking at Gendor and thinking, why does he only have 44k health? Then I looked at me and I'm only at 40k.
System shut down imminent.
Whoa! Look at all this stuff!
Heroes, you can keep searching for whatever it is you folks are after. Yeah, we're calling dibs on this room. Safe travels all.
Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's heal this guy up a bit.
Too far away.
Thanks for stopping in, Jamboree. See you later. Why are they damaging me and not the tank? I think I'm gonna have to move that one there to somewhere else. Let's put that up. Actually, swap that. not going too terribly considering we don't have a healer. Let's do a big breath across here. Pump a few of those in. For the tank to get a bit of aggro on them.
I require a target.
Getting through it.
What have we here? Alexstrasza's lapdogs, I suspect. I fear I will have to deny your queen her prize. The disc you seek will be mine.
Alright, Infinite Dragonflight are up against us. So it looks like if I'm targeting an enemy, that drops at my feet.
I do not have a target.
So I play on Oceanic, Harry. So I live in Australia, so Oceanic is my place to be. But Oceanic is of course linked with US, so I can play with people on US realms as well. Going to heal myself a little bit. Heal this guy up as well. Yeah, US servers can group with Oceanic.
May hold the secret to the aspects regaining their power, and we cannot allow that to happen. Now the disc is lost to time, just as you are about to be. In all timelines,
Let's pop our Bloodlust. Spam some of these into him. Assuming we don't want to stand on those things.
Can you feel your fate closing in?
Alright, so now we can stand in these. Let's use a health stone.
Lost in the sands.
Let's help out and heal some people here a bit. No, we don't want to be standing in there now. One time.
That item is still charging.
Let's see, what was it? myself up as much as I can. Heal up our Warlock as well, because he's doing most of the damage, I imagine.
I am out of range.
Wow, that range is very small.
You cannot even comprehend the infinite possibilities.
So use that haste to help heal myself up.
Lost in the sands.
What was that at? Alright, got it done.
Your efforts are impressive, but in vain. The timelines are converging. There will be only one aspect, and Murison shall be infinite!
Cool, so we got ourselves a piece of chest armor. The decent upgrade. Was one of our higher item level pieces though. Cool, that's Legacy of Tier complete. So we can now leave the instance group. That'll teleport us out. Alright, so let's have a look. I don't think I'm going to go through the talents at the moment because that's a lot to look at. We will look at the abilities that we've just picked up. Just check that there isn't any others here. Alright, so Disintegrate, we had Living Flame, Azure Strike, Fire Breath, Emerald Blossom, Pyre. So this one was new. Eternity Surge. Focus your energies to release a salvo of pure magic, dealing 6800 Spellfrost damage to an enemy. Damages additional enemies within 12 yards of the target when empowered. So empowers deals additional damage to 1 enemy, 2 enemies, 3 enemies or 4 enemies based on how empowered it is. And it looks like we've unlocked a 4th empower as well. That must be from one of our talents. Deep Breath we had already, Hover we had, Glide we had. So this one, Dragon Rage. Erupt with Draconic Fury and exhale pyres at 3 enemies within 25 yards. 14 seconds, Essence Burst's chance to occur is increased to 100% and you gain the maximum benefit of Mastery Giant Killer regardless of target's health. Cool, so that one is a little cooldown. Let's put that up there. And put this over here near my mount. Maybe not right next to the res. Let's put this one here. Rescue. So let's put that there with that one. So rescue sweeps to an ally and flies with them to the target location. So that one there, Essence Burst. So Essence Burst must be a passive here. The Living Flame has a 20% chance and your Azure Strike has a 15% chance to make your next Disintegrate or Pyre cost no essence. So Living Flame is that one, so those two there have a chance to make Disintegrate and Pyre cost no essence. So that's the one that's lighting up those two. And this one here increases that to 100%. Very nice. And gain the maximum benefit of Giant Killer. Let's have a look what that is. So increases the damage of your spells by up to 50% based on the current health of your target. Higher health targets take more damage. Oh, nice. It's pretty good. Then what else do we have here? Quell. So that was the interrupt we got.
I require a target.
That one there. Compress time to make your next empowered spell cast instantly. Cool. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Let's go hand in the dungeon quest before we head over to the invasion. I do. It's over here. Put it on my sidebar over near where my mount is. I'll solve. Thank you for reminding me of it though. I can probably saw a good chunk over there. Alright, Infinite Dragons, their kind has always been troublesome. I will inform the Dragon Queen that she must find another way to restore the power of the aspects. Then we get a choice of a mace or a staff. So that staff will be a big upgrade. Let's take that one.
The Black Dragonflight will protect this world once again.
Alright, so we upgraded from that one. Let's put this staff on. Let's have a look at what it looks like as well. Not too bad. Very metally. Metallic, I guess, is the word for that. Alright, I reckon we fly up to the top of the mountain here, and then we soar and see how far we can get over. Let's give this a go. So we're heading. Let's work out where we're going first. So the invasions here, they have a few different areas within the Northern Barrens, Ungoro Crater, and over in the Eastern Kingdoms in the Badlands. Each of the zones has a few areas where invasions are happening, and then they have one area where the primal elements. The primalists are calling forth fire elementals, and that rotates between the different the 4 different forces. And if you manage to defeat all of them, not sure where it is. Anyway, there's a feat of strength for defeating all 4 of the primal bosses on one character, and there's also a heirloom trinket that you can get from collecting tokens off each of them, which is this one here, the Unstable Elemental Confluence. So we'll head over towards this one here, so I'll just put a little marker there so I know which way I'm going. Let's soar and see how far we can get. So let's boost up a bit and head down towards the ground to get a bit of speed. Sure, this is faster than flying, but I don't have a movement speed counter at the moment. Alright, so it looks like you get a 1 skyward ascent, which is the upwards movement one, and 2 flaps, which increases your speed each time you cast Soar. pretty close. Don't think I'm going to be able to get over that, but I might be able to get around it. Ran out of speed. It's a good flight though. Got me over here very quickly. So this is the primal invasion. So the all these primalists here spawning or summoning the elementals, and then periodically you have the primal elemental boss, which spawns in the middle here. And when that spawns, it has shields on it, and you have to kill off the elementals that are spawning to drop its shield down until it's vulnerable. So we'll come down here, we'll attack some of these guys. Do a deep breath along this way. So let's just tag those couple, and we'll grab our loot here. So from killing these guys we get those motes of primal energy that we're after for our quest.
Something first.
So you can do this in a party or a group as well, and if you're in a raid group or a party, it's a lot easier to tag things because you have more people running around to get the tags. So you can see most of these are grayed out because non-elite mobs are only tagged by 5 people. So if you have more than 5 people try to get the tag, it grays out for everyone else. So these ones over here are untagged at the moment. They may be a little far away from their spawn point, so they may reset soon.
I am out of range.
These guys are attacking me now as well. Right, let's attack this guy. See how much damage we can do to him. Just make sure we've tagged those guys. Definitely got a lot of health when they've been attacked by so many people. That's a couple more down. So we need some more of the big primalists, the big elementals up. Oh, my enemy bar's gone. Oh, the big guy is beating on me. I do not want that to happen. It's over this way. Definitely do not want that to happen. Why is he still attacking me? There we go. It's another one of those health stones. Let's heal ourselves up a bit here. So this should be, so this is us done for our primal threat. So Hearthstone's changed to Durotar now. It's interesting. It's only showing the nameplates when we're tagged onto the mobs, or when we're in combat rather.
I require a target.
Let's throw some fires at them. I think a big deep breath over this group will go good. So some of our abilities cost mana, but it doesn't look like we're sort of running out of mana at all. Obviously the heals cost more mana than the other things. Actually, it looks like only the ones that heal. Yeah, mostly the ones that heal cost mana. The ones don't seem to. Attack both of those guys. So we finished our daily quest here. But I will wait for the big guy to come up, just so we can show that on stream as well. Let's throw some fire over in there. His empowered abilities are pretty cool. Take a little while to get used to, I think, but it's cool that you have the option of what you want to do with it. So this one you can cast as at level 1 if you want it to be a small amount of damage and a big dot, or you can cast it up to 4 if you want it to be a big amount of damage and a small dot. Where this one, if you empower it, it cleaves onto other enemies, and the more you empower it, the more enemies it cleaves to. So it gives you a few different options of whether you want it to be a short cast or a long cast, and how many damage, how many enemies it hits. Boost over here and do nice big flame breath over everything. Missed that one a little bit. Oh well. Let's try to aim this one better.
I must get closer.
Got a different animations for each of the empowered levels as well, it seems, which is cool. So let's have a look at, so that's the single empower on that one. See if that looks any different when it comes back off cooldown. The single empower on this one just shoots the 2 bolts, and when you charge that one up more, it shoots more bolts, obviously. So our fire breath is coming up, so we'll do a 4 charge on this one. So it's a much bigger breath.
Too far away.
So we'll do the 4 empower on the Eternity Surge. So that shoots a bunch of missiles out. Make sure we tag that guy as well. Not sure if I used the right one there. That's a root. Maybe we want that one there. So we go interrupt, tail slash. Actually no, we probably want that one. Boost over here and do a deep breath down through this. Just as everything ran away. Let's just pump some damage into this guy. I moved just before it cast.
I need to target something first.
Is there any loot there? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, so we're getting those Primeval Essence currency. And that can be used to buy the 252 gear. Loot all over the place. just going to change the nameplates to all the time rather than in combat. Where would they be? Here we go. Enemy nameplates. So they should be on. Here we go. So now we can see things a bit better.
I must get closer.
So we'll make sure we're tagging the elites, so we get credit for the kills on those. Boost over this way, get these two as well. Do some AoE on these. Looks like a good spot for a flame breath. Very nice.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
So the big elemental bosses come up every 20 to 30 minutes or so. So we've been here for a little while now, so we should have one coming up pretty soon, I think. Then we can have a look at how that part of the event goes. Okay, so that one only lasts for 14 seconds, so need to make sure you don't use it when everything is on cooldown like this. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. So I thought I was doing this one there. So this one here is the one that makes your empowered cast at full. Here we go. So the Raging Lord has just spawned. So it's got a shield on it, which I can click it. There he is. So the shield makes him immune to all damage, and he's got starts with 100 stacks of that. And each time you kill an enemy while he's up, it reduces stacks off that. He does recharge them slowly as well, so if you're not killing stuff fast enough, he will increase rather than decrease. So if there's not too many people around, it can be a little difficult sometimes. But you can find groups in the group finder for this. So if you're looking specifically for the bosses, that's a good way to go about it. Especially if you're trying to farm them for the healing trinket. So both the essences and the parts of the trinket are bind on account, so you can do those on your ults and send them to your main or whatever. You don't need to get all the pieces of the trinket on the same character. The feat of strength, however, does need to be done on one character, so that's for killing all 4 of the Primal Lords on one character.
My flame infuses you! Obliterate them!
Don't want this guy to start attacking me. See if I can knock him back. Yeah, there we go. Make sure we're attacking all the elites. Get credit for as much as possible. Let's do a big deep breath across here. Oh, I think that guy is attacking me now. Let's bail out of there.
I require a target.
We'll see a couple of things we can loot around here. Another one in the middle here. Let's make sure we're tagging everything as we go.
I am out of range.
Scorch the land! Burn our enemies to us!
Nice big juicy breath through here. So this one we should be able to proc lots of these. They're going to be staying in the fire.
I must get closer.
Now I'm too far away. So that one there causes your essence burst to be 100% chance. So if you just spam the Azure Strike, you can sort of bounce between spamming Azure Strike, Pyre, Azure Strike, Pyre, etc. It seems to be the best way to go there. Procs a lot of them. If you're on single target, it might be better to go Living Flame and then Disintegrate, I'm not sure, but or still just spam Azure Strike and then Disintegrate. It's definitely a fun class though. It's got a lot of utility, it seems. Take a little while to get used to, obviously. But I think it'll be a lot of fun to play. Let's do a deep breath across there. Don't want to be there.
I am out
Just trying to find my my tail swipe button, but couldn't remember what I bound it to. Standing in fire. So we're down to 43% on the buff now. The fire is moving. Let's cast the instance as we're moving around. Spam these empowered ones. Let's quickly run across that. Right, let's spam that and alternate between these two. Get lots of fires. things. See if we can tag these couple over here as well. Got two big guys in here to tag. Don't want to attack those too much because they don't want them aggroing onto me. We'll knock them back though. So the hover, if you use it while you're moving forward, it does a bit of a dash. But if you are standing still when you use it, it just does the movement speed part of it. So need to try to remember to move while doing that, rather than just using it like a disengage or something.
I need to target something first. I do not have.
Almost pulled it off. I was trying to wait until that fire went past to disengage or teleport back, but it's still slightly in the fire. Alright, so big boss is spawned now. So make sure we get a tag on that. Going to heal myself a little bit there and then pop our Bloodlust. Right, let's pop that and do an instant cast of that thing. We don't need to empower that one all the way up, but we will proc some Dragon Breath. Some Disintegrate rather. It's gonna take a while to learn all the names. As long as I remember what they do, that's the first step. Hope he's in range though. Why are they dragging him away? Not actually sure if this boss can reset if he's pulled too far or not. Pull ourselves up a bit. I'm not sure if there's anything else supposed to use in the single target rotation, or whether it's just Living Flame and Disintegrate. We'll do a flyover. Not sure how the damage on that rates, but I think we definitely want to be doing the breath when it comes up. But on something which lasts this long, it probably doesn't matter whether we do it at power 1, because we'll get the full dot off on it. And so we can loot that, and since it's our first time killing one of the primals, we get this Sigil of Storms. Someone with great knowledge of magic may be interested in studying a find such as this. So I think we'll fly up to the top of the mountain here, and then we'll do a soar back over towards the Zeppelin. It's much fun as it is flying around on an X-Wing. Let's give this a go. So we'll use our soar, use our upward movement one, Then let's do a boost up here and aim down a little bit. Hopefully aiming down should keep some of our speed. When we run out or get a bit low, we can use our second surge. I am going in the right direction. A little bit too far north. This way. Ah, there's the gates there. Yeah, so that's essentially the general idea of the pre-patch event. This primal threat is a daily quest. You'll see this is the initial one that we're doing now, but you'll see there's a daily for us to pick up when we get over here. And yeah, the main things are to gather up the 4 of these, so these can drop off those bosses. I just got the fire one off that. There's also a water, storm and earth. So you can see that earth is up in Ungaro at the moment, and then the water is up over here. So when that timer runs out, which is 47 minutes now, but they're about 2.5 hours long. When the timer runs out, the 3 locations rotate essentially, and they get a random one of the 4. So you could end up with 2 fire ones and an air over here, or that might be an earth and a water and an air, or something like that. And you go around and collect all the different parts of this, which is that's the one which creates this heirloom trinket here. And there's also the feat of strength for killing all 4 of those primal bosses on the one character. So we'll hand in our quest here to Katya. I'm afraid this is only the beginning. It is good that you thwarted their attack, at least for now. Primal elemental energy. I will take this for further study.
Remain vigilant.
These primalists are relentless, unleashing elemental devastation across the eastern kingdoms and Kalimdor. You must show the same determination, Veldragosa. It is the only way to stop them. Find their next incursion, remove the enemies within the Primal Storm area before it is too late, and foil their efforts. We must protect Azeroth. So that one's the daily quest, so it's just getting 10 of those motes of primal energy again, and that gives you 25 gold and 30 of the primeval essences. So you definitely want to be doing that if you're after those essences. Then this one is the item we picked up off the boss. This is outside of my league, magic-wise, but I'll get it to Khadgar. Continue to push the primalist back. Continue to push back the primalist threat. Cool. So I've gathered up 149 of the essences now. I also got that pet from the quest we just did, and we had a chest drop, but it's a slot that we already have a 278 from the dungeon, so that's a little bit unfortunate there. But we can buy a bit of gear here now. I've also been buying the Storm Battered Reagent bag on all of my characters. So this adds a reagent slot here, and this bag will be the default spot that all your trade goods and materials go. So it's extra room for storage of reagents, basically. There are bigger bags that you can get once we get to the Dragon Isles and into the expansion, but the 20 slot is the best at the moment, and it's really cheap, so it's worth getting on everything. Alright, so let's have a quick look at our gear here. So our helm is still 219, our cloak is still 219, one of our trinkets is still 219, and everything else is a little higher. So let's let's grab a helm, which is this one here. Let's grab a cloak, which is one of these ones. So we have the option of first haste, crit mastery, mastery. They're both crit mastery, but one of them has more mastery. The ones. Right, so we got first haste or crit mastery, just in differing amounts. So not sure what the stats are like on the Evoker, but crit and mastery seems to be what we've been given so far, so I think we continue on with that. So let's grab the high mastery one. And what other slots was there? There was trinket. So this one, damage and healing abilities have a chance to increase your highest stat, and damage and healing have a chance to deal additional damage. Let's go with that one. And what was the other slot? Is that everything? Let's equip that and have a look. So that's a nice upgrade. It is a nice upgrade, and that is a nice upgrade there as well. Just put that down at the bottom. So let's have a look. I've only got 29, so I can buy maybe one more 25 item at the moment. So 239, 229. Everything's pretty decent at the moment. I'll keep farming up those another time and get this geared up before the expansion hits on Tuesday. So I don't need that because I've got it already, so I can delete that. You can actually trade those to other people who are eligible. So if you're in a party or a raid group or something and you get one that you don't need, you can trade it off to someone else. But I'm not in a party, obviously. So yeah, that's basically been the Evoker starting zone, which is really cool. Really like how the Evoker looks and how it plays. You've got your visage form as well, which you can play around with. And the pre-patch event is a lot of fun as well. So I'm going to call it a night there. So thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. It was good fun. This was my first World of Warcraft stream. Usually playing Diablo Immortal on stream, so it was good to get into WoW. And yeah, if you like the stream, please follow me on Twitch. It'd be much appreciated. I also have a YouTube channel where I post the VODs from the stream, as well as any highlight videos that I make. There's a link to that on my Twitch page. And thanks again everyone for coming and hanging out. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.